So I showed up today to Kevin's house, and he got the trike in the air and got the front wheel off the trike. Why do you got the front wheel off?
I broke it.
He broke it. It figures. Welcome to another DK Custom Products video. I'm Dwayne. This is Kevin, and today Kevin is going to teach us about a little known trike hack. You know how you can get more life out of your front tire by not even running a trike front tire. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so a lot of people, myself included, for the last 8 or 10 years have been running rear tires on the front of the trike.
Okay.
The reason we run the rear tire is rear tires have a much deeper tread than a front tire.
So if it has a deeper tread, it's just going to last longer, correct?
It's going to last longer, yeah. The front tires on a two-wheel bike, generally people get 10 to 20,000 miles out of them. Front tires on a trike, 5 to 10,000 is what most people get. Because what happens when a trike turns, it doesn't lean over and wear the tread on the sides. It scrubs, it like scrapes. It's just sliding across the road, just scraping the rubber off the center of the tire. So I don't know who first started doing it. I heard about it maybe 8 years ago, and put the rear tire on the front of the trike. You get a lot more tire life. But there's a problem, because the way that tire companies manufacture tires is they have the belts in them and there's a seam. They overlap, and they make rear tires so that that seam is strongest when you're accelerating.
Okay, and that's why the tire is stamped rear tire use only.
Yeah, rear tire, somewhere on here it says rear tire only, rear tire use only. But this is going on the front of this tri-glide. So what you do is you reverse the direction of the tire when you put it on the front. So this is what is commonly referred to as a rear tire reversed on the front of the trike. That way, because the belts are made to overlap to have its most strength when you're accelerating on the rear, but your front tire, most of its stress is when you are decelerating, when you're putting the front brake on and putting the stress that way. So that's where we run a rear tire reversed.
Okay, I understand that, but I noticed that the tread pattern is going the opposite direction it typically would go in. Is there anything detrimental about that?
Yeah, and that's what I was concerned about, because when this is a rear tire, this is the way it's supposed to roll, so the water will come out this way off of the tire. And so you go, well, if you turn it around and you run it this way, so that takes care of the belt thing, but now your grooves are going the wrong way. You would think it's not going to shed the water. You're much more likely to hydroplane. And then I went and looked at other motorcycle front tires that are designed for the front. So let's just go look at one right now.
All right.
This is a rear motorcycle tire, and you can see that the tread pattern is where the center goes out to the edge and it's to the rear. So the center goes to the edge like this. And this is a rear wheel fitment only. It says on the side, rear wheel fitment only. The tread pattern goes from the center back. Now, here is a front motorcycle tire. This is a front motorcycle tire fitment only, and we can see that the tread goes from the center toward the front of the bike, exactly the opposite of the rear. So this is a rear wheel fitment only that we're putting on the front of the trike. If we were running this on a rear of a motorcycle, we would mount it this way so it rolled this way, center toward the rear of the bike. But we're reversing it for 2 reasons. One, so that the belt overlaps where the tire is strongest in stopping rather than accelerating. And the other is so that the pattern goes like on all other motorcycle tires, where it goes from the center toward the front of the bike. So with this tire, which doesn't cost any more than a front tire, I'm going to get probably 15 to 20,000 miles worth of life out of that tire, instead of 5 to 10 out of a tire that's designed for the front of the Trike. So when you hear people talk about, I'm putting a rear tire reversed on my Trike so that I get more mileage out of it. The other thing is, usually, I don't know why, but rear tires have better traction, so they're a little bit grippier. So that's another benefit, is I found that rear tires reversed on the front not only last longer, but they have a little bit more traction. So rear tire reversed on the front of a Trike is exactly what it sounds like. It's a rear tire that says rear fitment only. You put it on the front, you reverse the direction, you're going to get more miles out of it, you're going to get better traction out of that front. Both for in the turns you want traction, and for stopping you want the better traction. And one other thing, I don't think it'll show up on the video at all, but you can hear there's dyna beads in there. I went through about a year period of time where I was putting ride-on in all of my tires, because I figure I'll get the balancing benefit, plus if I get a hole in it, it'll plug it, and so I'll get two benefits out of using ride-on. I did not have good experience with ride-on, so I actually thought, I read a lot of good reviews. I know a lot of people have gotten good experience out of ride-on, and I'm not debating that. I just did not get good experience out of ride-on, vibration and stuff, for the first 10, 15, 20 minutes of riding. So I just put dyna beads back on here, and I'm going to put this tire back on before I head over to the Texas Hill Country next week.
Well, there you go. A little known secret, how to get more life out of your front tire without even using a Trike front tire.
Yeah. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up.
Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when our next video comes out.
We'd appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel. It's free, but it helps us out a lot.
And y'all ride safe out there.